Hi guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna look at how you can use Google Sheets to help make your games. Um, and so I'll be going over some of the things you can use Google Sheets for and how I'm using Google Sheets. Um, so we'll start out by just by saying if you're making a game, you're probably using a notebook and you're probably sketching stuff, writing things down, collecting your ideas together. Uh, and obviously, once you become more professional, you should be writing a game design document of some kind to keep track of your of the vision of your game. But once you get into the actual designing, it's very useful to have the stats per se of what is going on. So, for example, obviously some games won't need this, right? This is smaller games you can do completely in your head and not worry. But once you get to a point, you'll need to keep track of things, even if it's just knowing the without having to do it all yourself or like to play it, to the best of your ability, like the high score in a way. Like given a certain time and the amount of points you can earn per second, what's the high score? How would you do that on a notepad? With a pen paper, you could do it, but obviously, the great thing about Google Sheets is that you just type in the numbers, and it just automatically does it for you. Um, so here, this is a great way to use Google Sheets. This is just me. I've written um, the the uh, the brand, the name of the car, the region it's from, the class I'm putting it in, the body type, and the year it starts being made and the year it stops being made. So in my game, I can have. Oh, I obviously this is my research I'm doing for Take It Racing 2, where I'm just collating all of um, this information so that I can make an informed decision on, what cars I want. So I can easily just select. I can select all these Nissans here, and I can right click and press sort range, and I can sort it by column M, I think, to do the year. Actually, yep, column M. Actually, it might be L as the year it began, and sort, and then now all of these are in time order, so I can see uh, obviously what I have here, and I can easily do the exact same and sort them by column J to get the type of car. So I can already see I've got three sports cars. Uh, Actually, look, I have five. Look, I'm already seeing mistakes. I have a C in the sports car when obviously if it's a sports car, it should be B. Um, so obviously, if you were to write this all down and then somehow, uh, on a piece of paper, and then somehow sort this out in your head, it's much easier to make mistakes. With this system, you can easily sort out your mistakes. So I can already resort, put J again, and obviously Grand Tour is in the middle, which is annoying. But you can sort by two. Um, you can sort by multiple uh, columns and do it continuously, right? So I go B and then say, okay, now sort by this after that. So it would be in a correct thing. So I can already count my um, the amount of sports cars, and I can even put equals count if, and obviously all of the equal functions um, will be, online for you to just look up, right? Count if, and then you just type in whatever the hell it is. I'll put as sports car. And look, I have five sports cars, and that is correct. So obviously, if I wrote sports cars, And I can obviously, you can reformat everything. So you just put sports cars 5, uh, and I can already see that there's 5 sports cars. And obviously, I can do this with as many as I want, right? So I have 588 pieces of information on this table, probably 587. But I could do it with all of them and count the sports cars, and then make informed decisions based on the information that I'm giving myself. Uh, I could easily sort by the region and make sure and like see how many cars of each region I have and make an informed decision for my game based on that. And it's just really easy to do. And I've also got another thing where it's to do with the engines, where I have the engine type, the size, the cylinder count, the material, everything. And then all I have to do is with my drop down thing is I choose the size of the engine. I can choose what kind of engine it is. So it's medium, straight, 8-cylinder L engine made of cast iron, supercharged and efficient. And the engine size in the end is large. The fuel per kilometer is 3, and the power is only 4. So this, and obviously I even have a price. And this is all set up from doing calculations based on this. I have the it starts at each of the stats starts at a number, and then using these multipliers, it changes them based on what I put in. And it's pretty simple. The most complicated thing was making sure that the drop-down menu was correct to the type of engine for the cylinder count. I mean, um, that was the hardest part, and even that was pretty easy. You don't even have to do how much I did, because obviously this isn't going in the game. This is just informing my game making decisions. Um, and you could even, when I was making a board game, you can obviously export the information as a CSV, I think it's called, where it just like has a list of everything, and then you can put that into Photoshop or even GIMP, and then what that does is it uses like the data formatting to put in the certain PNGs into the certain house thing, like the certain parts of your image. So it replaces the image with a new image, and you're saying which image to replace it with. So if you have a template, the template gets updated based on the images that you're saying to update it with, which obviously doing 16 cards at once, because obviously this was on a card of mine, so each of them had a type, and it used this text to type out what type of house or type of card it was, and then it told it which shape to put, and then how many stars it would be, right? Uh, and that was all done in this. That was so easy to do. So I'm just trying to make you guys aware that Google Sheets is free. Obviously, you can access it from anywhere. I think you can use it offline, but I haven't ever um, done that. You might have to download it and then re-upload it, once you're done using it. For say, if you're on a plane or something, or if your internet was down. But it's a great tool, and it really helps to create your games, and help you make informed decisions. That's the main part. Um, because obviously, if I was to do all of these calculations on a piece of paper, it would take me forever. But like you just saw, it did take a while for me to set this up. But the trial and error I did on it, like, makes me so familiar with what I have done that I'm more familiar with how I want my game to work because of it. It's not a mystery. Like, the these are helpful pieces of information that I'm creating, and you should be creating too. Um, uh, and so yeah, I really hope this opened up your eyes to what you might actually, or you could be doing in Google Sheets. Because obviously, if you had a JRPG or an RPG, it would be great to have all your enemy types, and know, if there's different, water, fire, air, earth abilities, like how they affect each other. Um, and you could even simulate a game. For example, you could have each turn that the player could take and the enemy takes, and then see who wins based off of averages, which can be really helpful. But yeah, so please let me know what you guys think of this. If you'll be maybe considering it for your games. If you like the video, please leave it a like. Please leave a comment on how you thought I did and if you'll be using it. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.